Hey guys, Trolley here. Today I'm going to be talking about whether PopCap Games should start developing and updating Pvz Heroes or Plants vs. Zombies Heroes again. Now you can see on the right, it's a Reddit thread and it's constantly got new posts about people saying maybe they should do this or what if this or how should I change my deck or look at this glitch. And you can see I posted a few Plants vs. Zombies Heroes shorts and they ended up doing pretty well, and there was even a petition a few years ago to restart it, but I guess it didn't exactly get the type of love it wants. And I've even thrown some pack openings there on the right to keep you a little entertained. Now when they were updating this game, it was fantastic. There were a ton of plant heroes, a ton of zombie heroes, different strategies and decks for each, and it's cool how they each have their own superpower, and there were new cards added, new card sets, Triassic and Galaxy, all the other stuff. And it was just so much fun. I played the game years ago and stopped, and I've gotten back into it recently, but I cannot lie that this is such a fun game to me. And there's so many different gameplay things. There's the single player, there's the daily event, there's so many different things to do and to play. It's so much fun. And I've been a fan of Plants vs. Zombies for years. I've heard about Garden Warfare 2 and heard that it's pretty fun. I should probably check that out. But my real love for Plants vs. Zombies started years and years and years ago. When the first iPad was released, my dad actually took me to an event, and the one game on the display iPad was Plants vs. Zombies. And so I just started playing it just to pass the time because, you know, it was more or less an adult thing, a little boring for me as a kid. So I was just playing that game and fell in love with it. And I'd actually had a job since I was 8, so I had some money saved up. So then I just bought one for myself. And it was awesome, and I played that game so much, and I had the best garden, and I had beaten it multiple times. And so when I saw this game come around, I just knew I had to play it. And I've been playing Hearthstone, and I've been playing Legends of Runeterra, and a ton of other card games, so I knew I would like this one. So I definitely took a shot on it. And now this game is so much fun, and I barely have any cards and characters, and I'm just scratching the surface of it, but I need them to start updating this game again. This game was so much fun. I cannot believe that they actually stopped. You know, right now I have my Smash Sports deck, and I have my Aggro Solar Flare deck, but you know, for each of those characters there's other decks. For all the other characters there's multiple decks. There's so much for me still to explore without them even updating the game, that if they did update it, it would bring new players and new life into the game. And there's still gems for sale and stuff, so I'm sure they must still be making little profits off this game. And if they actually put some effort into it and use word of mouth as the advertising instead of spending crazy amounts of money on it, it would be great. Now, the one counter argument that I can see them saying, and actually makes total sense, is instead of like restart updating an old game, is like, well, if you just were able to do like a Plants vs. Zombies Heroes 2, and then that would, first of all, it would probably increase the popularity of the first one just by a bit. And the second one would be popular, and it would be new, and it just feels like it would be a great idea for them. They have so many games in that world, and it would be great to have another one. And it's still surprising how many people play every day and are active in the Reddit and whatnot. This game is still alive, even though it doesn't even get updates. And yes, it's kind of a dead game in terms of actual numbers compared to the bigger games. But if you look at, you know, all of the Plants vs. Zombies games right now, plus if they made a new one, and I know that is like a hard thing to do with card games. There needs to be a lot of balancing and a lot of ideas and different things and strategies. And I know it's a lot, and it might not, you know, whatever, if they need 3 more years or something, whatever. But I think Plants vs. Zombies Heroes 2 would be huge. And, you know, put a little bit of money into advertising and marketing. But man, that game would be a banger. Oh my God. But, you know, I'm not sure if they're even in development yet for that, so that's probably never going to happen. But I guess we will just have to wait and see at this point. But that would be great. I really think that would be good for them and for the fans, and it would definitely be a profitable game, so it's a good business decision from that point of view. And, you know, just get some younger people that are still creative in the business to help come up with the ideas. And you could even talk to fans and the big content creators and all of that type of stuff, and it would really help support your game and give, you know, it would just be great. But I know that's a big ask, and I don't want to ask too much. I understand. There are definitely some things that would need to be fixed, like Hero Galacticus, I can't remember his name, HG. He's definitely got some superpowers that are just like, whoa, what the heck? It frees up his environment slots, and he's just got some crazy superpowers for real. Pretty much everyone says he should get nerfed. But anyways, in PvZ 2, or Pvz Heroes 2, they would definitely fix that. But yeah, you know, Pvz 2 definitely has a fan base, and Pvz GW2 or Garden Warfare 2 definitely also has a decent fan base, and I'm sure players from both of those plus Plants vs Zombies Heroes would all play Plants vs Zombies Heroes 2. But, you know, PopCap's probably never going to see this video and won't listen to me, but, you know, I think it would go great for them and us and everyone, and it would just be tons of fun. This game did definitely have some uniqueness to it in terms of the actual gameplay stuff. Not only do the zombies get like 2 turns per turn, but on one of the turns they can only use tricks, which are like spells or whatever, and the plants only get 1 turn. So that's like a huge difference right there. The whole shield meter thing, how it can do 1 to 3 little meters of your shield per hit, and then you get superpowers once it's full. Like, that is all super interesting. And the fact that the board not only has like 3 separate sections, the ground, the heights, and the whatever you call that other one, the water. There's different cards that interact differently with them. You know, it gets a bonus on heights, or -1/-1 to everything on the ground. So there's cool different little interactions that happen there. And you can even use environments, like I was talking earlier, HG, that annoying guy. The environments can change the ground and actually give your team bonuses, buffs, or give the enemies some minus stats or health or take damage or something along those lines. And you can see the 2 games that I've showcased here. One is zombies, one is plants, and the plants one is super aggro, but it doesn't always work out. I don't have the best cards. And the zombie one is still fairly aggro, but somewhat mid-range, so it is definitely interesting to see kind of the differences and see how that plays out with the 1 turn versus the 2, you know what I mean? And the differences there. And the video is coming to an end, guys, so I just want to say thank you so much for sticking around. I know my channel's a little crazy with so much different content from different games, and I don't know if you guys will like this one or not, but comment down below. Let me know what games you want to see, or what specific things in those games, what game modes or types of multiplayer or whatever, because I'm willing to play whatever. I'm just trying to have a great time and entertain some of you guys. So please like, comment, subscribe, check out my Discord, check out Cryptic's Discord. Love you guys.